Hey guys, it's Rabbit. Today I'm going to do the Ball Jointed Doll Valentine's Day tag that Halloween Heartthrob started. So I'm going to start off with question number one is, will you be my Valentine? Unexpected love interest between your dolls. Do you have any dolls you didn't plan on being in love or interested in each other? And yes, I did. I do. Silas back there playing the guitar. Um, when I bought him, I didn't really plan on buying a person for him to be with. He was just kind of gonna be my single doll, so that if I went places, I would have a doll that I could just take with me, and I wouldn't have to worry about them like leaving their spouse or whatever behind. That kind of went out the window. When I bought his friend Charlotte, I won the Soul Doll 1+1 event that they were having, where like if you bought a doll, you were entered into a raffle to win a doll of the same size that you bought. So I won London back there, and I didn't really like his character wasn't really hashed out and stuff like that. Um, like originally I think he was gonna be like a doctor or something, and then I turned him into a writer, and then he became kind of this like hermit character that, anyway, when I got him and I was expecting him in the mail, and I was working on his character stuff, I kind of joked around about Silas and London being like a couple, because Silas is like really well, he's like pansexual, so he can be with guys or girls or whatever. um he doesn't really like, he's not really interested in their gender. So I was like, oh, wouldn't that be cute to have like a little couple there? And it wasn't like, I was just kind of joking around about it at first, and then when I got them, they just kind of like, they kind of worked out together. So that was kind of like unexpected, not really planned out in my story, but I'm glad it happened because I kind of wrote a lot of stories involving those characters later on and stuff. So, and they're like one of my favorite, like two of my favorite dolls. So that was really cool. All right, number two, candy hearts and chocolate bars. Do you give your dollies treats for Valentine's Day? Like I don't really have a lot of food props. But one year I actually made Valentine's Day cards that were like from my dolls to my other dolls. Also, I have this little Valentine's chocolate box, which is like SD size, that I got from somebody in a swap. So that's kind of cool. I have used that for a prop in a couple of different photos and stuff. But I have like all these little Valentine's Day cards that this one's that Julie made. They have writing on the back, but you can't see them because of my light over there. But I have like a whole bunch of them in here. Like, they're mostly made out of felt and hot glue. Sorry, the lighting sucks. It always does. Um, Little buttons and stuff on them. I have like, oh, this one's got a little teacup and a spoon. Um, oh, I like this one too. It's got a little, okay, you can't see that, but it's got a little bird on it and stuff. But yeah, I have like a whole bunch of Valentine's Day cards that they made for each other. So it's not to say like I don't do anything with my dolls on Valentine's Day. And usually I take pictures. Not every year, but like sometimes when I feel like it, I take pictures of them. So yeah, no candies, but Valentine's Day cards were fun. And I might make some more of those, like, more, those are kind of large, so I might make some more in scale eventually, now that I have, like, more couples. Some of those dolls in there, like, I don't even have them anymore. But, anyway, number three, teddy bear. Do any of your dolls have stuffed animals? Yes. Actually, I think pretty much all of my dolls have at least one stuffed animal that they, like, take when they travel, or, like, is just sitting next to them. Sometimes, like, I'm like, here, have this stuffed animal, and they're like, whatever. But other times, they just kind of cling on to a stuffed animal. Like, Lakota, for some reason, is, like, notorious for having this Psyduck. I don't know what it is about Psyduck, but he hangs out with Lakota. They're just, like, buddies or something. But he's like, give me back my Psyduck. But I also have, like, this is my little bear that I made for London. It's so cute. It has these tiny little legs. So this one I actually made for my dolls. That one's London's. But I have a couple of other, like, this is a Herman bear that's in scale. I even have a little tiny Labbit. That's a favorite around here. Um, Julia always has to have Rilakkuma and Core Rilakkuma. In particular, Core Rilakkuma is like her character, kind of the mischievous little bear is Julie's. She's actually kind of wanting that back now. Alex, he's gonna hate me for showing you this, but because he's so manly, he has a little Woodstock plush. This is Alex's plush. Nobody messes with it. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, they pretty much all have a plush of some kind that is theirs. Number 4, dress to kill. Do your dolls have a Valentine's Day outfit? I've never made any outfits that are like Valentine's Day themed colors and stuff like that. But usually, like, if I'm gonna take pictures of them, I put them in, like, date outfits. Like, the guys dress in, like, a dress coat, and the girls will be wearing, like, a dress and stuff like that. So, I mean, sometimes I do dress them for Valentine's Day. They're not, like, themed outfits, but usually, like, Suri has a lot of red and pink anyway, because those are kind of her colors. So, yeah, kind of. Number 5, roses are red. Do any of your dolls have a tragic romance backstory? I think, I think only, one of them does, and that would be, Oscar back here, is my tan doll, my Limois. He had 2 love affairs. One was a young girl, when he was younger, who liked to travel a lot. She was kind of a gypsy, and so she ended up leaving him. And then he fell in love with a, oh gosh, what did he do? I don't remember what he did. I gotta look it up in my story. I haven't visited that part of the story for a while. He fell in love with a guy that, had terminal cancer, and he took care of him for a while, and he died. So that's pretty tragic. He's probably, yeah, not going to be with anybody else, because he's kind of demisexual, which is like, you have to have like an intense connection with somebody to actually like be physical. Which leads me to the next question. Violets or blue? Are any of your dolls forever alone? And that would probably be Oscar, because I don't really think that, unless I just have like some random doll character that's not with anybody else and they happen to like work out, I think Oscar's kind of gonna be my alone doll. It's not to say that he's like, I mean, he has lots of friends and stuff like that, so it's not like he feels like a total loser or anything. He's pretty happy with who he is and all that, kind of like me. Number 7, secret admirer. Do you have a crush on any of your dolls? Well, not really, because that'd be creepy, because they're dolls. But, character-wise, if they were real people, and, Silas existed in the real world, yeah, I would have a crush on him, because he's just so sweet, and, let's face it, gorgeous. And, I don't know, I really like that, long-haired hippie kind of thing, but, like, washed hippie, not, like, sits around smoking pot, unbathed kind of hippie. He's, like, the best aspects of the hippie aesthetic, I guess you could say. He's also a musician, and, like, that's really awesome, because I don't have any musical talents. So, yeah, if he was a real person, yeah, I would have a crush on Silas. Number 8, love letters. Have you ever swapped V-Day cards with someone else's dolls? I don't really think so, because I've had a couple of pen pals before, like, that our dolls, like, wrote back and forth, and I think it fell on Valentine's Day, so I do have a couple of Valentine's Day, well, I guess I do have some Valentine's Day cards, but it's not like the dolls were, like, or anything like that. They were just, like, friends who sent each other cards. So, kind of, but not really. Number 9, love stinks. Do you avoid anything to do with Valentine's Day? Um, I am single, but I'm not one of those like bitter single people because I actually like being single and I enjoy my like lifestyle. So when Valentine's Day comes around, I just kind of like honestly, I've bought like a box of chocolates and eaten them, and like I actually bought myself or not a bouquet, but like 3 roses this year, which I know like to some people that sounds pathetic, but I just thought they were so pretty, and I was like, oh, I deserve these, so I bought them, and they're actually like drying, hanging up drying right now, but so no, I don't really dread Valentine's Day, because to me it's like awesome if you're with somebody, awesome if you're just celebrating it with friends or whatever. I like to do little projects with my dolls sometimes, so like, but there's not really any holidays that I don't enjoy. So, the commercialism is always like crazy with holidays, but I don't really care that much. Um, Number 10 is love and marriage. What does Valentine's Day mean to you? Um, I might have said that already, but if you're with somebody, that's awesome. I think it's just another day to celebrate love in general. Um, Whoever, I mean, like, sometimes I live with my sister and we're both single. So sometimes I like buy a box of chocolate and we just kind of like share them or whatever. It's just kind of to show like appreciation to somebody that you really love. So I think it means something different for everybody. Um, depending on if you're in a relationship or not. Um, I like Valentine's Day. I think it's a sweet holiday, so I don't have anything bad to say about it. But yeah, okay. Anyway, that's about the end of the tag, and I hope my answers were at least mildly entertaining. And I hope to see other people doing this tag too. So thank you for making the tag Halloween Heartthrob. It was fun, and I'll see you guys next time.